What the hell? Okay. Evoh versus Wahvey. Juicy first or final matchup of the day. Both of them have already secured themselves top 6, looking to go even further. I think Evoh would undoubtedly be the favorite here, especially heading into the tournament. Wahvey was kind of an up-and-comer, but always played second fiddle to Cosmic in a lot of the North American tournaments. And I know that his goal coming in was to make it into the money. Checkmark. Well and truly done. Not just made it into the money, but made it into the 750. And also to try and find a team for RLCS, or prove himself for RLCS. He's done that incredibly well so far. Evoh, I think, has also had a standout tournament. Maybe a bit of a rough matchup up against CRR in the upper bracket. There's certainly been some rock, paper, scissors type matchups that have happened throughout this tournament. You know, Wahvey in particular, in the group stage, ended up having some wins that you may not expect, but getting 3-0'd by Chronic, winning against CRR, who's at the very top of the bracket. So sometimes it is just going down to playstyle matchups as well. You can get to watch him in the previous series as we were casting and he was on Johnny Boy's stream. So we will see exactly how Wahvey is going today, but he did win a Game 5. We've had all Game 5s today across every single match. Shows how close North America is and how important it is to hold your nerve. I think ones is one of the most nerve-wracking play styles to play in tournament. You only have to ask the players that end up playing ones on stage all the way back at the last World Championship last year in Dallas, where there wasn't even much on the line. And yet they were just so nervous to play on stage because it was ones. The whole spotlight is just on them as individuals. We have all this money on the line as well. And Wahvey just jumping a little bit too far past that one. A few too many times as well. And Evoh back on the boards. First goal for him of the series. Wahvey won as well. He's going to take this high. Doesn't quite get around it. Has completely missed an opportunity here. Get that more towards the target. Maybe make a play. Evoh showing him how it's done, but uses flip reset to fake it out in the end. Maybe looks for the bump. Almost finds the angle from the corner. This is almost taking turns. Corner to corner. Both players playing the ball incredibly fast, trying to stay supersonic the entire time, and almost chasing the ball around the pitch as Wahvey sees an approaching Evoh and takes him out of the game. If you guys don't know about RL Duels, that's a rlduels.gg. Keeps kind of an MMR ranking of current ones players, which may not surprise you to know that EU MENA region is currently holding a lot of the top positions. But Wahvey, through this tournament, has pushed himself up into the number 8 position, MMR-wise. Just below First Killer and just above CRR. I'm assuming that his victory over CRR major factor in that, as well as his previous win over AJ surely helped out. Daniel holding out just behind in the number 10 position, playing over in the other bracket, and Cosmic number 14, who's fallen down actually a little bit over the course of this event so far, so at minimum just an indicator that he's not playing as well as you'd expect. Not getting the same results maybe previously was getting Cosmic. Wahvey, absolutely on form today. Taking down AJ is no mean feat. Even though AJ hasn't been on top form, he looked quite good. Looked very threatening throughout the group stage. Maybe for AJ, though, a few too many high ceilings, low floors. High highs and low lows that came out. Maybe not the best indicator if AJ wasn't playing his best today. However, this indicator of continuing on through game 1 against Evoh, it's the only thing he needs to be worried about right now. And Wahvey once again reeling Evoh in, knowing there's a minute left, and already the go next has been called. Fair enough from Evoh. At this situation, at this point in time, it looks like he's changing cat. At this point in time, the game was done and dusted. He was probably, I feel like, in a position where he may have been throwing himself at the wall a bit too much, Evoh, trying to push too hard and maybe creating some own bad habits in his head. So some players, I think, definitely benefit from not calling the forfeit if they can treat the rest of the game like it's not a 5-goal deficit. They treat it more like them just being a little bit behind. So I just realized that the overlay is not working here, but my apologies for that. I don't know how to fix it. It does say to me that the overlay is enabled. It's meant to show the stat screen, but you don't have it here. Maybe because he didn't go the entire distance. This would be massive for Wahvey to make a top 4. Evoh, I think you'd somewhat be able to back him. It would be a good effort, a surprising effort. He's been playing incredibly over the course of this tournament. But I don't think anybody would be surprised by saying Evoh top 4. But for Wahvey, this would be a massive, massive result. A real proving tournament. And of course, we'll have every chance of going even further beyond. I think when you get into that spot where you get into the top 4, everybody is beatable on a good day, on the right day. Playing the defense. I love that recovery off the top of the net. No, Evoh. Oh, it's happening again. It's happening again. Why always me? It's a rough first touch. Evoh having to run back. Last time it was CRR that own goaled against Evoh. I think it might just be contagious. It wasn't an own goal, but it was probably the worst possible touch for Evoh to end up getting. Wahvey collecting on the dues. Getting first goal on the board. Evoh, big shot early. Wahvey caught off guard. Evoh's not going to be too hard. Done by. We can fight one back, and Wahvey a little too greedy going towards that 100 boost. Wanted to give himself the option of collecting and may have been able to make a save if he goes straight towards the net there. Maybe he hasn't got boost. I wonder if Evoh recognizes it. Definitely does. I mean, you have to recognize it eventually when he uses nothing on the backboard to try and recover. A big demo from Evoh. Oh, and what a spawn from Wahvey. Evoh molding right now. Wahvey spawns right underneath the play. If he spawned on the other side, Evoh would have at minimum had a good shot towards the net and may even had essentially an open net there. Yeah, smart play to spawn exactly where he did Echo. I echo those sentiments, and Evoh has now got a 2-1 lead anyway, so maybe not too upset. Would have been upset if it went the other way, but turn around again from Evoh. We've seen this every single match so far, where the first game very one-sided, the second game a much better affair immediately afterwards from the person who was just defeated. First series, it still ended up going CRR's way, but third goal now from Evoh. On top of Wahvey, who may have been able to get to that if he immediately jumped, maybe if he recovered a little bit quicker. Evo's timing on the challenge could not have been better. Maybe even expected that would be just a 50. Put in an awkward spot. Early shot as Wahvey. Now starting to expect that. You see the difference there between Wahvey and Evoh. Evo's still playing a line towards the net, so when Wahvey put on the early shot, he can have a chance to intercept that play. Maybe Wavey's line's just a bit too much, too direct towards the boost. Some of these plays, a bit too greedy, and speaking of greedy, that is horrendously greedy. That is Scrooge McDuck right there from Wahvey. Jumping into the pile of gold, aka that side boost, and letting an open net for Evoh. Some of these plays, Wahvey not respecting Evoh to put on the shots, and now, what a turnaround from game one. It was dominant for Wahvey, now turning the other way, dominant for Evoh. Somewhat similar feeling to the last game as well. Both going to be quite controlling players so far. Massive play though from Wahvey. Looks for the solo play. Musty into the follow-up challenge. 50. Really well collected on the first touch. Difficult to get up to that ball and put yourself in a position to follow it up like that one. And if we see more mechanics like that from Wahvey, he's definitely not going to be out of the game. Big kick off from Evoh. Minimum allows him to collect the boosts, collect possession of the ball at the same time. Wahvey can't get too much power here. Evoh's going to stay close to the ball. Wahvey trying to beat him. Evoh always in advantage to reach that ball quicker because he knows that Wahvey has to recover first. So as soon as he makes that decision, he knows he's going to win. Maybe that's just a sign that Wavey's getting a little desperate. Even though there's a minute and a half remaining, Wahvey should be able to get that on target. 4-1 down. Now brought this back to a 1-goal deficit. Wahvey. Strong 50 again. It's made all the difference. The ground game, 50 game, the challenge game. Need enough Evoh. Take that early shot that he's been successful with throughout this game. Finally, Wahvey starting to adapt to that. Maybe playing this one patiently. Goes to the demo. Seemed like the 1.5 minute mark that he was rushing. Now he's only 1 goal behind. Seems a lot more stable though. That flick finding mechanically enough power. Maybe he has to back off. He's trying to keep this close to himself. The boost steal from Evoh finds just that little extra gap to snatch that ball away. Once again, Wavey's flick. Maybe he could have been a bit more powerful, hit the backboard, kept it in an awkward position for Evoh. Wahvey has managed to find the 100 boost. Required to maybe keep this attack going. Evoh has to back off here. Wahvey looks for the play underneath. Think that he was going high. Another challenge early from Evoh. Evoh in a difficult position now, low on boost, but continuing with the challenges. Bumped out, bumped too far forward, but gets back in time. Big flick down. Wahvey the last chance. 2 seconds remaining. Evoh puts it on the ground and ties up the series. Also, sorry about that. I got some like dust in my throat or something. I had to mute myself between words to try and clear my throat and stop myself from dying. You may have heard me dying just a little bit. Managed to get through. Clutch play from Yummy Cheese Man just at the very end there to make sure I didn't sound like I was actually dead. Good to see the overlay working as well now. It must have been just the fact that the game was ended by the admin in the first one. Tied affair. Will it be another game 5? Feel like that's very likely, especially considering the last game was close. The adaptations going back and forth. As a note, do we think that Daniel versus Cosmic will be a game 5? That might be a game, that might be a series where one person absolutely breaks away from the other. Everybody in North America showing their ability to adapt over a series. Evoh, after game 1, certainly made some good adaptations. Just playing a lot more direct to outpace Wahvey on a few of these plays. Wahvey maybe still continuing that mindset from the last game. Hasn't truly reset that mentality where at the end of last game is obviously needing to get a goal with pushing himself pretty hard at the ball quite a lot of the times. And there we go. Didn't push himself towards that one. Complete mind game on Evoh. We'll look from his POV. Early jump, expecting Wahvey to hit it, and it's a steal to just stay behind that ball. That being said, it was pretty risk-free from Wahvey too, because Evoh jumped early and was going to be high on the ball. Wahvey was always going to get a minimum of a 50 behind that ball, even if he stayed just up on the ground. Wahvey gets bumped out of the play for this one. Evoh very quick to follow up on it. As he stayed, once again, with 4 wheels in contact during the bump, so it meant that he didn't get too out of position himself. He's able to recover quickly. Now Wahvey, he's very, very keen to get up to these balls quickly. Try and beat Evoh in a race. He's also at the same time hoping that Evoh puts on a challenge. Takes himself out of the play. Now Evoh with time on the ball. Takes it high. It's the air dribble bump. Ooh, tries to fake underneath. Doesn't get away with it this time. Wahvey reading it well. Almost just have enjoyed if Evoh went for the air dribble bump play there. Instead he goes to the demo play this one. Again, a very grounded, very controlled game. Looking out so far. Even the indicator that Evoh doesn't go for the air dribble bump or a flip reset play. Both of those plays certainly commit you to a shot and a slower recovery than going for a 50 plate, which is a little bit less risky, but also maybe less chance of success in some plays. Just want to kind of see a few risks maybe being taken place just to keep your opponents on your toes. Wahvey, I think, is now beholden to doing that, to taking some risks in order to make a bit of a comeback. He slowed down the play and very quickly turned it around. It's not going to be on target, and Evoh has managed to get a touch off the post. Can Wahvey turn around? He got flipped around by the 50, stays behind that, completely staunched by Wahvey. The tide has turned in his favor. Look at that. Multiple 50s in a row. Eventually works out. I'm surprised that Surprised how much he got affected by the ball on the first one, because he had to make what is almost a backwards 50 on the next one. Kickoff. Probably a kickoff goal. Yeah, Wahvey. Wahvey expecting Evoh to maybe make an early play here. Looks for the bump, and Evoh has broken his axles. Just need to hit the repair shot for this one, Wahvey. Okay for both players so far. Now Evoh has the breakaway again, and he's just following the same recipe. Take the ball around. Wahvey's going to go for an early challenge. He knows that's going to happen, and when he does, he makes sure to just beat him in that play and follow it up. It's been successful so many times in the last 2 games. The question will be whether Wahvey has recognized that as an issue, or even whether the only reason that is an issue is because Wahvey has been falling behind early on. It's been some players struggling when they lose a couple of early goals, subconsciously changing their play style a bit too much, being a bit more aggressive than they need to be, but there we go. Good fake out from Wahvey. Evoh's been jumping early. He could play this a little bit more patiently, I feel like, because he maybe jumped early there to try and essentially be a fake challenge to Wahvey, and then caught himself as he was traveling so fast in an awkward position and jumped again. Wahvey's brought this back. A minute and a half, and the Wahvey believers, the Wahvey fan section, giving him the power. Get back into this one. Pop up from Evoh's allowed him to get the 100 boost of the follow-up play. Looking for the solo. And he's done poorly. He's given that away to Wahvey. In refusing to take the risk, Evoh has risked it all. He wanted to play that safe, but in doing so, it was too predictable for Wahvey. Because Evoh has played it safe in that position every single time so far. Again, playing it safe. Doesn't get punished this time for it, but also doesn't get a goal. Now he has got a quick turnaround. Not much power on that flick as Wahvey gets back 100 boost versus 0. Goes high. Wahvey bumped out. Manages to recover. This kid's a genius. He just doesn't have enough boost to get it down to the other end, but there's been a big boost miss from Evoh, and now Wahvey has a golden opportunity. Follow up. Wahvey. Shot on. Evoh has absolutely beached himself here. It's not been a great play. A set of players from Evoh felt like he was so far in the lead that he could take no risks, but in doing so has become far too predictable. And so now that he's a goal down, now it is time to throw the kitchen sink. Or maybe it's just time for a kickoff goal. Evoh winning that one by a mile. And it takes all the pressure off. One kickoff goal can make all the difference. A favourable bounce as well. Wahvey not going to be happy. That ball went back into centre as he was trying to get the 100 boost. Oh, misses the wave dash. I get it, the wavy dash. Fortunately, you have to use it to really get back in time. You're going to hit the overtime here in the most crucial game, the one that gives 2 match points to the victor. looking likely with Wahvey having 0 boost. He may even let that hit the ground. He does. Overtime in game 3. This is after Evoh was so far in the leads. Evoh goes high, looks for the bum. Wahvey goes underneath. Good patience. Now turns it around. Doesn't go for the early shot. Well, in fact, he does, actually. He waited and then took a shot once Evoh was already back in time. Maybe not the best decision-making there as Evoh backs out of his play. Again, doesn't want to take risks, and in doing so has cost himself. Evoh playing it way too safe and gifting the ball away. Tries to backflip and get some power on that one. Wanted to take the ball high. Did not get any juice on it whatsoever. And Wahvey on match point. He's just playing a smart ones game so far. That's what you kind of expect of the likes of Wahvey and Cosmic. Both very well versed in the ones scene. More likely to play a controlling, ground-based ones game, smart ones game. What about this and Wahvey? He's looking closer and closer to getting a top 4 in his first big major tournament. Look at the field control as well. 70% of time spent in Wahvey's half. But that doesn't matter because so many of these plays were just Evoh air dribbling it towards Wahvey's net, never really threatening anything huge, hoping that a 50 would work, that he could pull out and get a follow-up play. And Wahvey's like, okay, yeah, I'll take that, and then I'll just quickly get it past you and score a long drive down to the other end. I wonder if Wahvey wins this, whether he'll get enough points to overtake First Killer as the top-ranked North American player. Seems entirely possible. Small update on the other series as well. Currently Daniel 2-1 up over the top of Cosmic. So in terms of the kind of upstarts of North America, Wahvey and Cosmic, it looks like Wahvey might actually be the one going ahead, especially with the kickoff goal. Wahvey baiting Evoh in, but Evoh doesn't take the bait in the end. Managed to absolutely race him, and Evoh should have an opening. Saw Evoh being taken out the same way. See that Wahvey is sometimes willing to put on early challenge and hope for the best, and this time gets beaten out by Evoh. Tied game again. Are we going to get another game 5 though? Feel like it's only inevitable. Or is it Wahvey waving back and forth? Fakes out a shot to the right-hand side. And then goes for it in the end. Evoh diced apart a little bit. So only 30 seconds for these 3 goals. It's otherwise been a bit more risk-free throughout the series, so somewhat of a lower scoring affair than this scoreboard is showing. Now that's a massive flip from Wahvey. Goes too high. Ground shots have been good, but this time off the post. So Wahvey letting go of 2 golden opportunities here, and Evoh say thank you very much and take it to the other end. And realistically, if Wahvey gets the demo there, have also been a goal for him. So maybe 3 just slightly misplayed opportunities in a row from Wahvey. You make 3 mistakes in a row, very difficult to not get scored on from there. Once again, Evoh trying to crunch it through, and it's not successful. It's got to be a point in time where he's got to realize that. He gets scored on every single time. At this point in time, he's getting scored on immediately after the play every single time. And he's playing the risk-free option, or lower risk option. At this point in time, just go risky. Go for the flip reset play. Go for the air dribble bump. Go for something more. Because, I mean, either way, you're getting scored on, but you're just reducing your opportunity to score yourself by trying to play it safe every single time. This is what pressure can certainly do to somebody. And Wahvey is ice cold again. It's like the Atlantic. The Antarctic Ocean. Top corner. His flicks have been on form this game. Now Evoh, he's going to go off the wall. Just pops it off so he can make a follow-up play. Again, not taking too much of a chance, but that has given the ball away to Wahvey. Wahvey pops it over the top. So hard to beat, and a nice shot coming out from Evoh. Great sportsmanship for what is a tournament called the Salt Mine. It has really been rainbows and butterflies mine more than anything else. It's been lovely sportsmanship that has come out from every single player. Maybe except one who didn't like the tiebreakers, who we won't mention. But been pretty salt-free so far. Low sodium affair. Wahvey doesn't get back in time for this one. It's Evoh, straight shot on. They could say, oh, look at that! Oh, they're just too... There's two cute boys telling each other how good each other are. No good saves there. No good saves here. Evoh just left the ball as well. His eyes turned into two giant boost balls, and that's the only thing you could see was that massive corner boost. Completely ignored the massive grey thing in the center that, you know, needs to go into the net. He got scored on because of it. I don't know what's going on there for Evoh, but I do know he's scoring now. There's a powerful shot considering he had to turn around very quickly from in front of the ball. Straight off the corner to that Fennec, and Wahvey can't get back in time. Wahvey on the verge of getting top 4 in the first stage of the first event of Salt Mine 3. I think anybody would have really predicted that at the beginning of the tournament. Defying all odds so far. Evoh, though, staying in it. Halfway through this game. Could be Evoh's final game if he can't find a little bit more. Up against Wahvey. 0 boost. Wahvey's going to play for the 50. To do something just to get the ball away from him and make it awkward for Evoh. Just because of the boost situation. Oh, and once again, the early shot from Evoh, and Wahvey can't help but put it in. He almost made the save. But these shots from Evoh, where he goes from in front of the ball, gets massive power, has been catching Wahvey off guard so many times, and maybe he's found the secret recipe to taking down Wahvey, to taking us to a game 5. Doesn't go for the early shot this time. I like the change-up. Goes for the flick. And even though it wasn't successful, he's keeping Wahvey on his toes. Keeping him guessing now. As opposed to those earlier plays. The air dribble plays that became far too predictable. Evoh definitely wanted to try and get a bump there. Backdoor had to pull out. This Wahvey could make a quicker play. Wasn't quite sure of the boost situation either for Wahvey. Massive demo. Now Evoh is 0 boost. Has to get it in. And once again, Evoh is beaten by the Spawn Master. The king of respawns, Wahvey, has managed to make this. Oh, he's going to score. He's going to score, isn't he? It's 100%. Okay, he doesn't. It just felt like the whole universe was playing against Evoh. He is going to score. He is going to score. He is going to score off the respawn. A completely open net. If he respawns you on the opposite side, Wahvey gets to bump him out, take him down to the other end. And off that play scores. One spawn is the difference between this being 6-6 and 5-7. Evoh has been hard done by. It could have been even an advantage if it went the same way. A kickoff goal from Evoh. He's going to fight with his every last breath to try and get this to an overtime. Are we feeling it? I think we're feeling it. That is karma. Oh my god! I thought that was it. I thought there was no chance. But Wahvey, out of nowhere from the top rope, manages to get back and save it. Evoh had delayed his shot ever so slightly, and he's beaten him again. This time Wahvey can't get back. It's a tied game. Evoh defeating the power of the Respawn Master. 25 seconds. Is it going to go to an overtime? Evoh has looked dominant in the last little passage of play. A little bit of luck going Wahvey's favor is the only thing that stopped this from maybe being dominantly Evoh. He's got the play right now. This is it. This is your moment. Evoh, please. He does it. He goes to the air dribble bump. He actually finally makes a play. And it's the difference to get him into the lead, to maybe get him into game 5. The first time he doesn't just let the ball go back to the ground, he scores. And I'll tell you what, I never should have doubted him. It was the million IQ play. If you make the same play 2,000 times in a series, then your opponent is not going to expect it when it's a 7-all tied game for you to do anything different. Evoh conditioned Wahvey perfectly, made it look like he was going to do it again. Finally goes the air dribble, but we got a game 5 again, baby. Daniel has made it through on the other side of the bracket. The only series today that didn't go to game 5. But Evoh versus Wahvey, winner goes through to first killer in the top 4 to earn themselves already 1,250 if they win this. Maybe all that much more. Wahvey! Oh my god. How's Evoh managed to get away with that? Hits it across the net just well enough. Keep it close to that backboard. Keep Wahvey out of it. Early challenge again from Evoh. You can see he's sparked up from last game. Evoh challenging again. He's grown in confidence. What one game can do. Evoh takes that high, gets the 100 boost at the same time. Goes to the early shot that has been successful for Evoh throughout this series. Now Wahvey, the ground shot. That is crazy, because it looked like he moved his camera. I'm going to watch from Wahvey's POV again. Does it look like he looked back just as he took the shot? It must have been a camera bug. But his ground shots, Wahvey's ground shots have been pixel perfect. He's been hitting top corners. He's been making it awkward for Evoh, who's immediately got the kickoff goal back. Of course it's going to be a game like that. Evoh, once again, pushing straight through the ball so that it'll go off the wall into his favor where he's about to land. And once again, pushes through the ball from the left side, which is a surprising side to go on considering he came from the other. why maybe beat Wahvey, and the best turn from Evoh. It's like a fake challenge, and he ends up just turning just a little bit too wide on that ball. It wasn't even an attempted fake challenge, it was just a little missed turn that came out from Evoh in the end. Ooh, is this the mistake? No, because Evoh, in order to make that play, didn't have any boost. Evoh again on that ball, still no boost. Good touch will allow him to get the 100. Oh, and he's been completely beaten on the 50. Evoh, we've said it, he's incredibly confident in this game 5, and right there, maybe a bit too confident. Challenging from the side. If you are going to do that, you best win it on the first touch, because if you get any kind of 50, any kind of continuous 50, it's always going to go in the favor of the person going through the line of the ball, because they'll get multiple touches on the 50. But what a flick from Evoh. Kickoff's going in his favor. Just the block through. Doesn't have much boost at all. He doesn't need it to get a powerful flick. Very close game now. And once again, the kickoff going Evoh's favor. Oh! Wahvey's made a massive mistake again to tie it up. Wahvey turns forwards. Evoh knows that he has no boost, and he's turned too far. He's misread the bounce off the wall. If he made a tighter turn, he probably even beats Evoh to that ball. Gives himself a lot more room. But Evoh did the same earlier on his turn. All boost win from Wahvey. Best way to defend is take out your opponent's boost. Another ground shot. Oh my god. First one that hasn't been perfect, but you can see that Wahvey has to try and hit it into the most difficult to save area. Which does leave him into positions where he might end up hitting it too high. Another ground shot. Wahvey, I think he feels like he knows how to win this game, and it's ground shots, and once again the counter attack. Evoh's going to be upset with himself. This was not a strategical error. This was purely a mechanical error. Did not get the power or height on his shot. He set it up brilliantly and fell at the final hurdle, face planted in front of the net. Might have to see that aggression. You know, maybe that confidence is drained out a little bit from Evoh. That overconfidence that he possibly had. We'll say overconfidence, but it might have even just been over-eagerness. You know? I mean, you had such a fantastic final last game. Adrenaline can be running incredibly high. It'd be hard to recognize that your decision-making is changing, if you're trying to play a bit too fast. So, feels like Evoh's settled back in now. Unfortunately, the mechanics just haven't been on form for Evoh. He knows that Wahvey's directly underneath him. He's trying to 50 straight through that ball, but he ends up essentially wave dashing into the ground, so his car's not pushing through it. Mechanical mistake, making that flip too close to the ground and accidentally wave dashing. Gets demoed for his trouble. Does he have the Spawn Master mechanics? No. Evoh, have you not learned from Wahvey? You should spawn right underneath the ball, mate. Well. Wahvey. Maybe he truly is the king of spawns. Maybe he even gets to choose which side Evoh spawns on. He's 6-3 in the lead. 6-3 for Wahvey to go beyond his dreams. His goal was top 8 going into this tournament, so I need to get part of into that money. Feel like every win from here on is bonus for Wahvey. He's truly making a name for himself, but you cannot count Evoh out. Evoh has had the best kickoffs of the two, especially in this game. That away to Wahvey. Wahvey not crunching through that ball, and Wahvey beats him out on the challenge. He knows that that Evoh's desperate for the goal. Oh, played that absolutely brilliantly. Looks like he might play it off the wall. That reels Evoh in. It's now at a position where Evoh has to challenge. Hook, line, and sinker. And one more for the road. A 4-goal lead now for Wahvey. It's going to be a miracle for Evoh to come back, and a miracle that Wahvey makes it through top 4. Minute and a half remaining. Evoh believers standing up right now as they see the shot goes in off the kickoff. He's still in it. There's still a chance. This time the kickoff goes the way of Wahvey, but Evoh will get possession with the 100 boost. He's going to go the entire way. He's taking the risk, folks. He's taking the risk. He fakes it underneath again. And of course it's not going to work. It hasn't worked the 2,000 other times. Evoh, why? It seems like a good play, but only if you're threatening another play when you do it to force out a tough touch. Wahvey back at a 4-goal lead. Evoh has got to stay mentally strong, but Wahvey also has to make sure he doesn't throw this one away. He needs to really make sure he doesn't throw this one away. He didn't have boost. Surprising shot. He can't get up to it. If he had just one pad, 12 boost, he would have got up to it. Big win from Evoh. Wahvey jumps early, and he even fakes the touch. But that early jump from Wahvey saved the day and takes it to the other end. Wahvey, he's the fisherman. He keeps reeling Evoh in. 50 seconds remaining. Evoh's still not giving up yet. He definitely gave up in this position in game 1. One minute remaining, 4 goals down. He was not willing to make the fight back. Now that he knows at game 5, this is it. Oh God, he's done it again, but this time he's successful. Evoh crunches it underneath. Wahvey definitely expected him to keep going high. 40 seconds. 3 goals. How many times have we said this exact same thing? Because every time Evoh gets a goal, Wahvey is counted immediately. Wahvey has way too much boost. And that might be the win right there. Just getting it behind Evoh. Evoh now has to rush every single play. And he rushed it, but Wahvey knew it was coming. Evoh sees the clock down, 17 seconds. Wahvey knows he's got it. He's feeling it. He's just trying to hold his nerve. A long shot, a long drive. Wahvey scores, and that's going to be it. He heads into the top 4. He takes down AJ. He takes down Evoh. He's upset everyone here. And he has performed a miracle run. He's given himself the chance of a lifetime. Later on this week, in the final stages of the playoff, will it be one more? No, but Wahvey's done enough. A Game 5 victory. He shows that he has the ice. Shows that he can play calm under pressure. How many of the plays in this series were ones where he just waited for Evoh to make a play in his own half? Wait for a mistake or get a good 50, get a good save, and get on the counter-attack. He faked him out at the other end quite a lot. He had a really good ground game, with the ground shots being very successful throughout.